First thing, let me say, I am not what you call up to date with all the latest crazes. But allow me just to show you a few things about this thing that I enjoyed when I was young and didn't get when I was young, but now I get because, frankly, I'm more mature now, as hard as that means, considering my latest videos and all of it. But I did promise you a Generation 6 video, and here it is. Now, allow me first to dictate that logically I would show you my porn that I have. First of all, Aliens of Darkness is pornographic. In Japanese, can't understand a word of it, I stay for the porn. Missions of Darkness. Also pornographic, but not that much. Idol of Darkness. Very pornographic. Still in Japanese. All of this is in Japanese, not English. Archer. Yes, I claim him Archer as it. I also have a copy of the Pussy Palace and the Trips Round the Palace Hut. But I can't be bothered to show you them because, namely one, if I did, I would get spurt off YouTube because, namely one, we all know the covers of those ones are way more and I would get in trouble. But allow me just a generation of this. Right, we grew up on cartoon shows that basically taught us everything we know. Say, for instance, from the low-ranking games to the high-rating games. Alright, let me go with one thing that was popular at the time. Let's say Gex was your game that you had, and you played it right at the first wing when he was recruited into the MCIA, that went inside this TV station, and everything was alright. Then came Gex 2. Still everything was alright apart from you dressing up like a bunny and having to hit things and suddenly him getting a British accent and then acting like James Bond and suddenly every world select was in heaven, but still alright. Then Gex 3, where you have to rescue Agent Beauty, or whatever her name was. I can't remember because, namely one, her cleavage was in the way. Now allow me to try and get this into your head. I'm young. I've just completed Gex 3. Just imagine for a second. I'm young. During the end movie, it fades to black. After everything we've gone through. Hearing all the sexual comments. Hearing everything. It fades to black and all you get to hear is, "Oh, Gex." Now, back when I was young, I didn't know what on earth that was because, well, basically, I grew up around TV shows such as, well, decent ones, and back in the day, apart from the other thing. But anyway, apart from the odd, what was it? Captain Planet, yeah, that's what it was. Apart from me watching the old Captain Planet episodes where they did drugs and all of that, I thought, excuse me a second, they did one about safe sex. Or is there a different series I'm thinking of? But basically, I will check up on that. But they did ones about safe sex. And to be teaching kids at a young age about safe sex, exposing them to all this porn in the world, hell, it's just madness. Family Guy. Oh, dear Lord, Family Guy. Right, that one, wait a minute, if you watch CR or someone like that, he'll be able to go into these with detail and show you clips. Unlike me, I'm just a ranter who's doing who's doing a ranting segment. But basically, I'm not mocking any situation on growing up with sex. It's just that when you get to the point where puppets are doing it, That's a little bit. I don't get me wrong. I love mongrels. Hell, I would even love to see it go into something like season 3 or season 4. But when you get Muppets, I mean, a puppet named Vincent to shag a mother of what's his name? No, what's his name? Shit. You see, I watched half of season 2 of Mongrels already. I think we're up to episode 4 on something on there, but I've watched it off of a different American source, and on American sources they have different names for different things. But anyway, hell, everything to do is about sex. I mean, could you just imagine a world where no Charlie Sheen existed? Oh god, 2.5 Men would be bored shitless. But hell, we grew up on this stuff, and this is not an emphasis. This is basically calling up to all the TV makers in the land. We do not have to be beautiful to get women. Hell no. I've known people that have gotten women that are far less looking than me. Hell, I'm ugly as hell, and I can admit that because I'm online. But hell, when you make a Catwoman look decent in the next bloody game of Batman, she is decent. She is decent as shit, and I actually fancied playing as her more often than Batman. I wish there was more Catwoman segments, actually. Just so I could go round. Hell, I've completed Batman and I don't want to find Nora Freeze. I just want to go around as Catwoman. Leaping from trees. I could make a joke, but I'm not going to. And I hope you, the YouTube public, have my back on this. I am just a Republican ranting along to every single one. If I had the publicity of all the rest of my fellow YouTube vloggers, I would take this emphasis on this. I would show you clips. I would show you videos. Hell, even a bloody thing called La Blue Girl. Look it up online. And trust me, you will not diss me for liking animation. Ever again. When a girl has to use her little abilities to make it. But I'm just making this all so clear to you, public here. No wonder we grew up with pedophiles and pedophiles and sexual rapists if we grew up on this. Wake up, America! Wake up!